Hi there, this is Victoria from crushcrypto.com. In this video, I will be talking about SelfKey, a digital identity management system. Please note we are not paid or mandated to do any of our reviews. This is just our personal opinion and analysis and not investment advice. SelfKey is a decentralized identity system where users can instantly verify their identity to access a variety of products and services, such as financial services, exchanges, token sales, passport and citizenship registration, and so on. With SelfKey, the pain of Know Your Customers or KYC onboarding is eliminated. Users only need to enter their information once to use the products on the SelfKey marketplace without having to enter their info again. SelfKey's products include an identity wallet, a marketplace with over 300 products and services, including residency and citizenship by investment, company incorporation, bank account setup, and so on, and a protocol and API built for KYC. Here are some of the sample use cases for SelfKey. As you can see, the potential uses are quite broad. The goal of SelfKey is to provide users access to a broad range of products and services with one-click KYC onboarding processes. So how does SelfKey work? First, the identity owner sends tokens and identity claims to the certifier or claims issuer, such as notaries, utility companies, lawyers, and accountants. The claims issuer shares the attested claim to the identity owner, who sends tokens and the attested claim to a relying party to onboard a product or service. The relying party, such as an exchange, bank, fintech company, or airline, onboards the customer and shares a confirmation. They pay claims issuers tokens each time a successful claim is used to onboard a new customer. A key feature of SelfKey is the use of public versus private keys. The identity owner simply downloads the SelfKey identity wallet and can store a private and a public key. Through their wallet, they can access their digital ID attributes and documents stored in their personal device. The user can then share their public key to receive attestations of their ID documents from certifiers such as notaries or government institutions. The certifier shares signed and attested documents linked to the public key with the identity owner, who can then securely share it to third parties like banks when registering for a new product or service. The private key is known only to the identity owner, and they can safely use and share their public key to sign documents, request notarization, or apply for new products and services. This system allows users to prove their digital identity and reduces exposure to identity theft. For identity owners, convenience is one of the main benefits of using a decentralized identity system like SelfKey over traditional centralized identity systems. With a decentralized system, they do not need to go through numerous onboarding processes, keep multiple authentication devices, and so on. The system is also more efficient in that users can access a suite of products and identity services, gather signatures, port information from one service to another, and so on. For verifiers, identity claims can be monetized, revoked, and granted quickly and easily. Verifiers can also reduce the risk of fraudulent identity claims. For relying parties, they can onboard identity owners more quickly, request additional client details more easily, and also benefit from economies of scale. It also allows them to be compliant with the dynamic international KYC requirements. One of the key benefits of having a decentralized identity system in general is security, as there is no single point of failure. The distributed network allows for multiple small storages with no centralized management or control. The system is also more transparent, is user-centric and driven, and according to the SelfKey team, is also better suited for an international context. KYC Chain, the company behind SelfKey, has been used to power KYC onboarding for different companies since 2013. Between 2014 and 2015, the company began self-funded R&D and also released a closed alpha of their blockchain-based KYC onboarding software. KYC Chain has gone through 3 startup accelerators, including Digital Ventures, Accenture FinTech Lab, and Supercharger. KYC Chain has been working with established and reputable companies, including Standard Chartered Bank, NTL Immigration, Gatecoin, Kyber, AirSwap, Polymath, and so on. In a blog post, SelfKey also listed other companies that are currently in discussion or are working with KYC Chain, including Tier 1 global banks and law firms, 3 large immigration firms, travel companies, various governments, major Bitcoin exchanges, and so on. Here's a screenshot of the SelfKey Alpha. This is the marketplace, which contains various apps, some of which are already available to test. For example, clicking on Money Transfer and Remittances takes you to this page. This page basically shows you a list of money transmitters with the available currencies, transaction limits, and transaction fees. If you click on one of these transmitters, you can sign up for a personal account using the SelfKey platform and KYC process. Let me quickly go over the development roadmap for the project. In the first quarter of 2018, the team will launch the token sales and exchanges marketplaces. The alpha for the SelfKey desktop app will also be launched and is currently scheduled to launch before the public crowd sale. In the second quarter, they will begin integration work with select crypto asset product provider partners. In the third quarter, the alpha for the mobile app and the corporate identity wallet desktop app will be launched. Various verticals in the SelfKey desktop app will also be launched. In the fourth quarter, SelfKey will roll out dedicated functionality for utility providers such as claims issuers. And in 2019, more verticals in SelfKey apps will be launched. The beta for the SelfKey corporate identity wallet, including multi-user support functionality, will be released. SelfKey is raising funds for their project in 3 rounds: a private presale, a public presale, and a public sale. The public presale, which comes with a 30% bonus, is already live and will end on December 24th. The public sale will run from January 15th to February 1st and will have no bonuses. The hard cap for the ICO is just under $22 million, and the maximum market cap on a fully diluted basis is $66 million. This chart shows how the tokens will be distributed. 33% will be allocated to the token sale, 33% will go to the community, held in a pool to incentivize use, support, and to build the SelfKey network. These tokens will be locked to allow relying parties and certifiers to provide services within the network. 16.5% will go to the founding team with a 1-year vesting period, and the remainder will cover various accounting, legal, marketing, and other expenses. And this chart shows how the team intends to use the proceeds from the ICO. 90% will be used for growth grants, and the remainder will cover ongoing governance, legal support, and operational expenses. So what are the use cases for the key tokens? The tokens are used to power the SelfKey network in various ways. Users, certifiers, and relying parties all need to stake a certain amount of tokens in order to participate in the network. The tokens are also used for payments on the platform, such as paying for request attestations or marketplace listings. As key tokens are needed for staking and to process transactions on the platform, the more usage and the more transactions the platform has, the more valuable the tokens should be. As I mentioned earlier, KYC Chain is the company behind SelfKey. They are a Hong Kong-based company with a development team in Georgia. SelfKey has a pretty large team of 48 full-time and part-time employees. The founder of SelfKey is a serial entrepreneur and was also the founder of KYC Chain and numerous other companies. On the website, SelfKey lists over 70 advisors, but we believe it's likely only a portion of them will actually be working very closely with the team. Here are some of the opportunities for this project. The team has proven their capabilities with KYC Chain, which is already working with a number of blue-chip companies. It is very difficult for startups to be commissioned by established financial institutions and government agencies, so this speaks to the team's ability. The client base of KYC Chain is highly complementary to SelfKey. The partnerships that are in place with various ICO projects, such as Kyber Network, AirSwap, Polymath, and others, should help drive the adoption of SelfKey, since the target users are already familiar with cryptocurrency. There have been a number of high-profile cases of identity theft in the past. The recent Equifax hack, for example, allowed attackers to obtain crucial personal identity information for 143 million people. People are getting increasingly concerned with the security of their personal data, and we believe more people will be open to using a secure decentralized identity system over time. Going forward, SelfKey will be mentioned every time their technology is used in a token sale or in other instances. In cryptocurrency, news flow is one of the main factors that drives valuation, as the space is still very speculative. This means that there could be a continuous flow of catalysts that may help prop up the token price. And here are some of our concerns. First of all, the completed product won't be finished until 2019 or later, according to the current roadmap, which is a fairly long time. Second, there are other blockchain projects in the identity authentication space, including Civic and Sovereign, and potentially new up-and-coming projects. While the space could be large enough for multiple players, it is possible SelfKey may not be the winner in the space, considering they have a fairly long development roadmap. At the moment, we believe SelfKey has a broader scope and is further along in development and adoption, which gives them an edge. And finally, some investors may be concerned with the pre-sale bonuses of 30 to 70%, which I will discuss in a bit. From an investment perspective, we have a positive view on flipping. Very few ICO projects have the same level of real-world partnership and adoption that SelfKey is expected to have. Some investors may be concerned with the pre-sale bonuses as summarized in this table, but the team has an anti-dumping policy in place to partially mitigate this. For example, to qualify for the highest bonus tier, half of the tokens must be locked up for 6 months to prevent dumping after the token has listed. We believe there will be excess demand for the project, which could provide good flipping potential, assuming the current market environment holds. For long-term holding, we also have a positive view. KYC Chain has partnerships with numerous well-known organizations in the crypto space that are complementary to SelfKey's business. We believe they can become the market leader in KYC for token sales and achieve wide adoption, which is one of the most important factors in determining whether the project will be successful in the long run. In terms of adoption, use cases, and valuation, we believe SelfKey is a better project than Civic, which is a digital identity service. Civic currently has a circulating market cap of over $140 million compared to the $22 million valuation for SelfKey based on circulating supply. Thank you very much for watching our video on SelfKey. Please share your thoughts with us on this project in the comments below. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Twitter or Facebook if you haven't already. See you next time, and I hope you'll keep on crushing your crypto game.